Central banks. They are the most powerful institutions you were never taught to question. They don't make headlines often, they rarely face elections, and most people can't explain what they actually do. But these institutions control the price of your money, the fate of your economy, and the value of everything you've worked for. They can create wealth out of thin air or erase it overnight. And the strangest part? They don't really answer to you. This is the story of how central banks came to rule modern finance. They are not neutral referees. They are the most active players in a game they helped invent. It all started in 1694. England was broke. The treasury was empty, and the cost of the war with France was heavy. The first central bank was established not to serve the public, but to fund the state and profit from that debt. Over time, this power grew uncontrollably. By the 19th century, privately privileged institutions, far from democratic oversight, were already printing money and funding governments across Europe. In the United States, the story was more painful. The public held a deep suspicion toward centralized financial power. However, the panic of 1907 changed everything. Following that massive crisis, where financier J.P. Morgan had to intervene personally, pressure mounted, and the Federal Reserve was established in 1913. This structure, marketed to us as economic stability, actually turned into a massive authority over interest rates, credit, and the money supply. Keep this in mind, the Federal Reserve is not a government agency. While its board is appointed, its member banks are privately owned. It is funded not by taxes, but by interest on government debt. And they make their decisions behind shadows, where you have no influence. So, who do they serve? Their official mandate is price stability. However, in reality, they protect the interests of the financial giants they are meant to regulate. In 2008, they didn't just cut interest rates. They printed trillions of dollars and bailed out investment banks. In 2020, they did it again. They inflated asset bubbles, making the rich even richer, while telling everyone else to wait for the money to trickle down. This is the deeper truth. Central banks don't just manage the economy, they shape it. They choose the winners and the losers. When they cut rates, stock markets soar. When they raise them, the working class, crushed under mortgages and credit card debt, pays the price. That revolving door between Wall Street and these institutions isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a simple career path. Today, central banks are more powerful than ever, yet remains equally unaccountable. Since 2008, low interest rates and radical policies like quantitative easing have become routine. Trillions of dollars were printed. The result? Stock and real estate prices skyrocketed. While a golden age began for asset owners, for everyone else, it was nothing but inflation wearing a mask of prosperity. Home ownership became impossible, the cost of living surged, and savings simply evaporated. People blamed politicians or bad luck, but no one noticed the invisible hand guiding the money supply. The modern financial system is designed to keep you in motion, not to set you free. It's a cycle of consumption and debt. They reward debt and punish saving. When things break, the central bank steps in to save the system, not the people. When they injected $3 trillion into the market during the 2020 crash, what was saved wasn't the economy. It was the balance of power itself. You are no longer an outsider. Financial education is not just about budgeting. It's about understanding the balance of power. Know that money is not neutral and inflation is not an accident. Freedom requires owning assets that cannot be printed and escaping debt traps. Reject the lie that the only way to grow is through endless debt. To take action, you must first see clearly. Central banks are not gods, they are players. And their moves are not designed with your freedom in mind. Position yourself outside the reach of the system. Learn, teach, and question what you are told. When the next crisis comes, and it will, the central bank will protect the system once again. Protecting yourself is up to you. History doesn't repeat, but if you don't understand it, it will crush you all the same. If this perspective opened a new door for you, hit subscribe. History holds all the answers. I will show you where to look.